Hey, how you guys doing? This is Veracity Trigger that you're watching here, and we're going to be doing St. Mociannes Arboretum. So, just kind of doing random party stuff, as far as, I'm going to play this dungeon. This isn't specifically laid out as far as like having other people here that I even know, but I'm going to kind of try to show you, some general basic way of tanking this as a Dark Knight. Something decent. I mean, if you want to go and do, very hardcore stuff, um, it's not exactly something I'm going to be specifying in. Oh, that one didn't work out. I'm not sure. Kind of depends. I don't know. This one's kind of weird with that. I don't particularly like taking on everything when it's something of a huge monster form-like nature, because then it gets really hard to see, where everybody is and what's going on. It gets very difficult to see what's really going on. The thing is, they're asking about small pulls or big pulls, but if I'm not getting healed up that much and I'm on grit, then it's kind of situational in some ways. But if there's really, really large monsters, trying to get them all and trying not to get the whole team hit with AoEs, that's quite a challenge. That's really one of the biggest challenges that you can have, sort of playing this. And it kind of is, actually. If I'm pulling a bunch of huge marbles, and I've got a bunch of marbles I have to hold on to with a bunch of little ads, it gets really, really hairy. It's more annoying, actually. It's more annoying to try to hold something this large, because it doesn't really work with abysmal terrain too well, especially if I'm trying to hold the more, if I do abysmal terrain, the interesting and strange thing about abysmal terrain is it'll actually um, go to the center of the monster. So it won't actually go, you know, anywhere else, and the center of the monster is huge, so it won't actually touch the other monsters. So Abysmal Drain doesn't do anything, you know, when you're in that situation. And Abysmal Drain is an amazing skill, you know, that can actually get you back a lot of health. I probably shouldn't have done it there. I don't really need Blood Weapon right here. See, that's something that you don't need to do. Don't follow in that footstep right there. Don't do that. And that's pretty much it for that one. Pretty sure there's some areas you can do, you know, big pulls, but really, there's certain dungeons where it's not really advised for Dark Knight because you have to get hit. And if you're not getting hit, it doesn't help you get some MP back. So you need your MP to attack, obviously, to, you know, do your, you know, kind of, you know, different moves. Oh, that didn't even work out. Dang it. And I wasted that kick too. Okay. Get back a fair amount of MP here if I can. I got one enhanced unleash here. I don't know if I even have to fight that guy. Not sure. 2. Kind of doing this to get everybody here. I don't think I have any other skill set. Final sting. No, get out of there. Woo! Oh, jeez. That was kind of close. That was a little close. So, just kind of waiting for the poison to drop off here. The only thing you have to worry about is the ally thing that he does, he calls in. That's pretty much about it. And yeah, that's about it. Got to get hit a little bit here because I'm actually really low on MP. I'd like to do some other skills, but I'm just so low. I'm so low on MP right now. That one everybody kind of wants to run through. I don't really get to build up the MP quite so much. And he doesn't hit me, this guy doesn't hit me often enough for me to generate, you know, extra MP. See, like, now I can. You know, I put on another victim. Hopefully they'll help me fight this guy a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't look like they're gonna really do a whole lot here. Nope. They are taking a long time. They're really taking a long time. Yeah, I think they're still hitting the boss. Yeah, Soul Survivor went off. That kind of stuff happens. I think they all figure they're just going to keep hitting the boss and they don't need to hit the ad, so. Yeah. Right about here, I think, should be good. We've got 2 summoners, so I don't have to worry about position so much. You know, there's plenty of times you sort of have to, you know, try to worry about that positioning skills you got. But, yeah. So I hope this is, you know, kind of helpful a little bit. You know, I'm trying to say, you know, what's going on while I'm doing it, and it's not easy. Not easy at all. I'm gonna go for another ally here. Let's see here. I think right about here should be good. And it's really up to the party to try to, you know, figure out where to go too. Especially you can't like... But, yeah, I mean, you want to try to keep them in a good position, but it gets a little hairy, you know, with that whole ally thing. You know, trying to figure out where to take them and, you know, where to go, where the best spot is. You know, you just do your best, take them the best spot you can. Some dungeons are just, I just don't think they're really good for Dark Knight. Salamal, that's one that's actually kind of bad. Because there's so many AoEs, they just keep popping up, and you have to keep avoiding all these AoEs the whole time. You're avoiding damage, you're avoiding getting MP back. It's not very viable. I don't like that. I don't particularly care when they do stuff like that. Like, they didn't necessarily design all these dungeons for you to get hit enough, for MP to become, one of those things. It all here? We got the whole group here. Is everyone accounted for? Where is he? One thing I don't care for necessarily is everybody finishes everything off evenly. That doesn't help me with Soul Survivor, because I can't figure out which one I'm going to put it on, because they may not kill whatever I'm going for in time. So it's not, yeah, not exactly my favorite. Not something I really want to see happen. But there's not a lot you can do sometimes. Especially with party composition. See, now this guy's low enough that I think we'll kill him first, but apparently they're gonna go after this other guy. I want to kill this one dude, but everybody's attacking everything but what I want them to attack. Or at least the guy that's low, they just stop attacking a guy that's low and they'll just go for someone else. Kind of evening out the damage, but that doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for Dark Knight. You should really try to focus down one guy, because I can't let Soul Survivors is pretty much going to get lost in the after effect. So there's skills that you can't really get to use too much if certain situations happen. Like Salamal is like a perfect example of that. And I don't even know if I'm even going to put up a video of that, because that's crazy. I hate doing that as Dark Knight. That's because you have so many people moving around all over the place. I don't know if that's stuck in that. Can't see. Oh, here's Fan Fatale. I look this way. Dodge that. That's pretty much the big dodge right there. That's a big thing that you kind of do. And she doesn't do anything you can particularly stun that I have seen. I think that's good. Can't see too well, but Fatale's going up. That's sort of happening in time here, so that's kind of good. Need to build up some MP here. Got something going. Patel, turn around. Just watch out for that Fran Patel while she's doing this, because while you're kind of having to move away and stuff, you know, it can hit you, and you'll be watching the other thing happen, and you won't even notice. Not sure if I hit that sequencing right, but we're near the end, so it's okay. It's cool. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, I didn't even get to do my carbon spit. Oh well. Let's see what's going on. The coat. Wait, is this Arcanist Summoner? Ooh. Wait, what is it? 185? Yeah, I'll see if I can get that. I think they took it though. But yeah, that's kind of what goes on with this. Hopefully the video turned out well. Hopefully the audio's okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure there's, you know, some ways to do some bigger pulls, but this is kind of a general way to get through it. And, you know, with some big pulls in the Abysmal Drain not necessarily working on the bigger creatures like the Malro, because it goes to the very center of the monster. It doesn't just touch the outside rim of the circle of where they're at. So it goes to the center of the monster. It only spreads out so far, and the marble's big enough that he consumes the entire space of that. And I've tried this before, and I don't necessarily see that you gain back any hit points from hitting anybody else. Plus, it's supposed to get you back hit points. It's supposed to generate enmity. It doesn't seem to work like that when you're hitting the Malbro. And, you know, most of the time you want to be, you know, clicked on the Malbro so you can quickly stun them. So that in and of itself is very difficult to manage and to, you know, make sure it keeps going just perfectly. And if you do this dungeon a million times in a row, you probably could get in the system. But if you're just kind of doing duty roulette and you're kind of going through it and you're just like, I just want to get through this, I want to make sure I'm doing it right and get it done, you know, this is kind of a good way to look at it, I think. So yeah, not too much else to really say. Just that Fawn Fertel, just watch out for that. Uh, you know, you're gonna like with two summoners. I don't think necessarily they. I'm not sure if they were particularly targeting one or the other. It could have been one of the pets that they had, you know, fighting. But you know, like I'm trying to get one down at least, so the Soul Survivor picks me back up, gives me some hit points, gives me some MP back. But then everybody switches to something else. But once the other one's already dead, and you know I'm trying to fight for this thing, and I need to go over and grab this guy. So it's a lot of micromanaging that you have to do, and yeah, it's a lot of micromanaging. But um, yeah, I think it went pretty well, and hopefully this helped you out. You know, if you're still kind of new to Dark Knight, and this gives you some ideas. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you later.